On News 8, recovery underway after powerful storms tore through West Michigan. The National Weather Service confirming an EF1 tornado touched down north of Grand Rapids, damaging homes and knocking out power for thousands. Currently, Consumers Energy estimating over 150,000 people in the area are still in the dark. Crews from other states are now joining in the restoration efforts. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Brian Sterling. From storm damage to recovery, our team coverage continues this evening. We begin with Chief Meteorologist Ellen Baca with an analysis of last night's tornado.
We want to talk about the path of this tornado. So the confirmed tornado has come in, and you can see this is on the north side of Grand Rapids, north side of Walker, cutting through Alpine and stopping in the Rockford area. So some of the specifics of this from yesterday, the time of initiation right around 8:15. This officially has been given an EF1 rating with winds as strong as 110 miles per hour. And the path length was just under 9 miles in total. So it was on the ground for a pretty steady track. The maximum width was 100 yards, so fairly skinny. And luckily, from this tornado, we haven't seen deaths or injuries, although some extensive damage. In fact, a roof was lifted off a home as part of the damage that we saw. A lot of downed trees as well. So let's show you what the radar looked like at that time. Very messy, heavy rain, so much lightning. And that goes for a lot of spots in West Michigan, including the portion of the storm that produced our tornado. But what gave it away was the fact that around 8:15, we started to see a wind burst. This was just north of the Wild Center area. And as that started to move in, we began to see a turning near Alpine Township near 8:18. So this rotation was the first tip-off that a tornado was starting to form. We continued to see it come together before it was warned. This is near Hayes Road. And then it continued to track off to the northeast by 8:25, eventually ending near the Belmont area. In fact, the end of this track took the tornado only 0.4 miles away from Rockford High School. Again, maximum wind during that time, right around 110 miles per hour, lessening to 75 miles per hour by the track end.
Yes, Ellen, thank you. Consumers Energy says more than 150,000 customers remain without power tonight. News 8's Kyle Mitchell in the newsroom with the latest on the restoration efforts. Kyle.
Brian, it could be Sunday night before most customers have their power restored. Consumers Energy is bringing crews from as far away as Alabama to help. Some areas hit hard were the neighborhoods near Riverside Park and Plainfield Avenue in Grand Rapids. Strong winds snapped trees and power poles. Crews from northern Michigan were working in the area this morning. Consumers Energy says at the height of the storm, about 200,000 customers lost power. One man living by Riverside Park says he was impressed by the number of trucks working on his street.
The response is outstanding. Last night at 2, 3 in the morning, there was crews driving around the neighborhood already.
Consumers is asking people to give their crews space and to stay away from down lines. Back to you.
Yeah, Kyle, the response has been impressive, especially because the damage is so widespread. Thanks for the update, Kyle. A lot of damage left behind after yesterday's system rolled through Comstock Park, one of those areas hardest hit. And that's where News 8's Demetrius Sanders has spent his day on the ground and joins us live tonight with more on the conditions and the cleanup. Demetrius.
Well, Brian, I'm on Wallingford Drive near 6 Mile Road, where neighbors say that is normally quiet, but today that's been replaced by the sound of generators and chainsaws as people pick up from last night's storm. Now, through portions of Comstock Park, we've seen trees toppled over on top of vehicles and homes. And as for cleanup, a lot of community members say neighbors are coming together to help each other out, but tree removal services are also keeping very busy. Now, Chris Childs, the owner of That Guy Tree Service, says they've had a lot of requests to remove trees from driveways, yards, or homes. He adds that they've also helped people as they see them in need.
On the way in, there was, I think we cleared 2 driveways just getting over here because we seen people were in distress and they're trying to get out to work. And you can see the obvious problem. There's a tree down, their car there, and the road's there. So we just pull in and pull off and try to keep moving.
Now, staff with other tree removal services that I spoke to today said they believe it could be weeks before things slow down. In Comstock Park, Demetrius Sanders, News 8.
Yeah, boy, Demetrius, we lost some huge trees last night. Some of those images are very impressive, and the cleanup continues. You can hear the noise behind you. Thanks for that live update. Widespread damage, also the case further into Grand Rapids city limits. News 8's David Horak shows us the cleanup efforts there.
From an upstairs window, Colleen Rumney and her daughter were checking out the storm when a lightning bolt struck this tree in their side yard, and it ended up crashing down on their home and the backyard, and she caught it on camera.
Oh, there it goes. Basement.
Thankfully, the two were okay and able to make it to their basement. When daylight came, the Rumneys noticed their car was spared, but not the backside of their house. That was not the only part of their property that the fallen timber wrecked.
It drained our pool because the whole tree fell into our whole entire backyard, and right now it's like almost all the way drained.
I mean, the people that would take us in don't have power either, so it's just, yeah. We'll wait it out. We're pretending we're camping is what we're calling it, so we're, just we're hanging outside and all that fun stuff.
Colleen says she does not know how long it'll take for the power to come back on, but says it'll take 3 days for the adjusters to stop by and check out the damage. We're in Grand Rapids. David Horak, News 8.